First of all, thank y'all for being here. I am Chief Tim Cromie. That's TIMCROMIE with the Nassau Bay Police Department. Shortly before 8:30 p.m., the Nassau Bay police officers made a traffic stop in the parking lot of an apartment complex at 2002 San Sebastian Court. The driver was found to be wanted on a warrant out of Harris County for assault on a family member. During the arrest, the suspect fought with officers and was able to break free and re-enter his vehicle. The suspect drove the vehicle away, at some point striking Sergeant Kayla Sullivan with the vehicle. Sergeant Sullivan suffered injuries. EMS was called to the scene where CPR was started. She was transported by ambulance to HCA Houston Clear Lake Hospital, where she passed away. The suspect vehicle was located a short distance from the original traffic stop. The Webster Police Department and the Harris County Sheriff's Department are assisting with the investigation. At this time, the Harris County Sheriff's Office will be the lead in the investigation. Any questions related to the investigation will be referred to the Harris County Sheriff's Office. The sheriff is here. He'll speak in just a moment. Sergeant Kayla Sullivan is 43 years old, a resident of Friendswood, Texas. December 27th of this year would have been her 16th anniversary with the Nassau Bay Police Department. I want to personally thank all of our citizens and the general public who have already reached out to our department with their thoughts and prayers. We ask that you continue to have not only Sergeant Sullivan's family, but our Nassau Bay family continue in your thoughts and prayers. At this time, I don't have any other comments. There'll be a further information on updated press conference at a later time, and we'll give you those times. But I think Mayor Denman wants to make a statement right now.
Thanks, Chief. I just have a brief statement to say that this is a nightmare scenario for our city. First time the officer has ever been seriously injured, much less killed in the line of duty. We're a very safe city. We'll catch the suspect. I know our police chief and team are on the job, and our city will be safe soon enough. All I can say is keep Officer Sullivan's family in your prayers, and we'll go forward. Thank you very much.
Cheney Honeycutt is the PIO for the city of Nassau Bay, and I think she has some information about what will be taking place from here on out.
Hi everyone, good evening. As Chief Cromie said, my name is Cheney Honeycutt, and that's C-H-A-N-I, last name Honeycutt, H-O-N-E-Y-C-U-T-T, and I'm the PIO for the city of Nassau Bay. We have a website created that we post all of our updates and press releases, and that is www.nassaubay.com/officer, and we will post all of our updates periodically throughout the evening. We will have a press conference approximately sometime around 9 a.m. in the morning. We'll also have a call center set up at City Hall, and I'll also provide that phone number on our website, so please check there for updates. Keep the police department of Nassau Bay in your thoughts and prayers, and if you have any questions, I'll post my email address on that website as well. So thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Chief. Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez. Tonight we're out here grieving with the chief, with the mayor, the city manager, and the entire community, as well as their police department, as they go through this very terrible loss. When we lose a fallen hero, we not only does the family suffer, but the agency suffers, the community suffers, everyone suffers for it, and our entire community is still hurting, most recently here with Sergeant Brewster, a few months ago with Deputy Dollywall. We're out here simply in a support capacity to support their police department and to work collaboratively. We're also working closely with Webster Police Department and other law enforcement agencies that have ascended here to help us. We still have an active search, so we ask all residents here in the vicinity that if they should come up or hear anything suspicious or hear anything about what happened or the whereabouts of anybody that we're searching for, to please contact either 911 or Crime Stoppers at 713-222-TIPS. We're very early stages of the police investigation. This is still unfolding, so everything we're saying right now is just still preliminary when it comes to the scene investigation. At this point, our homicide investigators are here with other support personnel And again, our main thing is just to make sure we're supporting the chief and the mayor as they help lift up their community during this difficult time. And we'll provide more updates on the investigation as far as working collaboratively with their communications team to get that out to the community. But again, we're just hurting, but we're going to stick to the mission and make sure we get the job done and make sure that we bring the individual responsible for this forward so that we can make sure that, that we could hold everybody accountable and make sure that the loss of this law enforcement hero is not lost in vain. Again, it's just another grim reminder of the dangerous job of a police officer, out there protecting our streets. And we're going to make sure that we honor her legacy and make sure that we do a good job out here. Thank you.
Sheriff, do we have a description of the suspect at all at this point?
The initial description that we received was a black male, younger, I believe early 20s, wearing some type of hoodie. I don't know the exact color, and fled on foot. Did abandon the vehicle here at the scene. But other than that, no other firm descriptors at this point. We'll update it as we get more. And as more information, where we could release more information or develop identity or something like that, we'll get that out. We're assuming, based on the initial information, that they were able to place one handcuff on the individual, so he's probably going to be at least with one handcuff. So, if he fled, we just want to make sure that all residents in this vicinity, both near and a little bit further out, a couple miles out for sure in the radius, that report any kind of suspicious activity, just because this person is at large and we still don't know about weapons or anything like that.
Sheriff, can you talk to us about the traffic stop? How many officers were out there and what actually happened there?
Again, all that's still preliminary. Our main thing was just to start conducting the active search. It happened within a apartment complex, kind of the entranceways, the driveways within the complex where different cars are parked. I believe it was a two-man unit. The chief could speak about some of the initial.
The traffic stop was made originally by one of our patrol officers. My understanding is that Sergeant Sullivan arrived as a backup officer. So, and the traffic stop, the initial reason for the traffic stop, I don't have that information.
And at some point, they pulled him out of the car to arrest him, presumably?
Yes, on a warrant for domestic violence charges out of Harris County.
And the other officer is okay, not injured or anything like that?
Physically, he's okay. Yes.
Chief, can you just talk to us just real quick about the ongoing job, the investigation right now when your officers are hurting, and what's that like?
Well, right now I've talked to the officers and asked them to focus, do what we're supposed to be doing. That's what Sergeant Sullivan would want us to do, is to continue and do our jobs professionally, and that's what they're doing. At some point in time, the investigation, as I said, is being handed over to the Harris County Sheriff's Department. We're going to make sure that our officers are taken care of emotionally, and we're already working to put that together. So we'll be having some debriefings with them for their emotional status also. You
mentioned she was coming up on her 16th year. Any information you can share with us about just what kind of person she was?
Sergeant Sullivan was a consummate professional in police work. She was our nighttime sergeant out here. She was also in charge of our training schedules. She was a police officer at heart. She came to work every day. She enjoyed the job. And her blood ran blue. That's the best I can tell you. She's a police officer's police officer. She's going to be deeply missed by the department, by the officers, and by the community here. She was very well entrenched in this community, having been here for working here for almost 16 years.
Do you believe the suspect is still in the area? You guys obviously have a residential area.
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm not involved directly in the investigation. The Sheriff's Department is handling that along with Webster Police Department. So I'm not going to make any assumptions. So, all right. Thank you all very much.
Sheriff, can you respond to that at all?
There you go. We're still conducting the initial search around the perimeter and expanding that. But we don't never limit it just for that. They could have hitched a ride or be hiding out somewhere, so we don't know.
You didn't in contact with any family or anything?
Not yet. Thank you.
Sheriff, can you repeat some of it in Spanish, please?
I could finish the Spanish part of that, or do you want to just join me? Okay. Estamos aquí esta noche en la ciudad de Nassau Bay. Aquí estoy con el jefe de policía de su departamento. Esta noche unos oficiales detuvieron en tránsito a un automóvil estaba ocupado por un afroamericano de edad como más o menos entre 20 a 25 años y determinaron que ese individuo estaba buscado por una orden de arresto por violencia doméstica. Cuando lo trataron de arrestar, parece que hubo un poco no sabemos exactamente qué pasó, pero se pudo escapar. Se volvió a entrar al carro y comenzó de alta velocidad y atropelló a una de las sargentas, la sargenta Sullivan. Ella ha sido un oficial aquí por cerca de 16 años. Es madre también, fue muy popular. Nosotros estamos aquí para apoyar la ciudad de Nassau Bay y vamos a hacer todo lo posible. Si alguien tiene información, por favor que le hablen las autoridades. Estamos buscando al individuo, dejó el carro aquí y huyó por correr.
Sheriff, is it safe to say that you guys know who this is and he may be a danger to the public?
I don't know. Anybody that hurts or injures a police officer is always going to be a danger, so that we assume, we believe that. The rest of the investigation, our homicide investigators are here. They're the professionals. I'm not going to speak for them as far as what leads they have yet.
But since he was being arrested for outstanding award, you do know the name of the suspect. Is there a reason why that's not been released?
No, not yet. I just haven't. I just don't want to get out in front of the investigation. So as soon as we do, we'll get that out as soon as possible.
Thanks, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.